Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, and today we'll be giving you an update regarding the upcoming shemitah crash with some technical analysis regarding Bitcoin, regarding the US dollar dominance index, the DXY, and traditional stock markets, and be giving you more news as to why we believe we will see a crash down to our target areas as of this month of October. So, without further ado, let's look at the chart. Alright, so if you look at the charts, there are some new details to notice here for the DXY. It has recently been retracing from its high of around 114.7 down to around 111 roughly. And now we see people on Twitter and YouTube saying that the parabola of the DXY is now broken if we zoom out. Basically, the parabola is broken and the top is basically in for the DXY. Now, please, don't fall for this, guys. We are simply just seeing the DXY do a small retrace if we zoom in on data level right here. We are basically seeing the DXY retracing back to the historical 0.786 fib level that has officially been turned into support. Notice that we are now counting support as it no longer is a resistance if we zoom in on the lower time frame right here. And we can see on the DXY previously it has historically been testing the 0.786 as resistance before with a failed attempt right there, which is back to 0.702, trying again, rejected again, then it finally broke up and is now retesting the 0.786 as support. And we still believe in our thesis that DXY has done a small correction to back to 110 roughly as support, and we will soon pump a positive to our marked area above if we zoom out to the monthly level to our marked area right here to right about 128 to 144 roughly. And we expect that it will happen soon in the month of October, as the Yom Kippur holiday is ending today, and we have a plethora of confidence pointing to a market crash happening soon, such as the European energy crisis, as well as the recent news regarding Credit Suisse. However, if nothing happens in the month of October, as we have been explaining to you before in our original shemitah video, see the link on screen to learn more, then perhaps this shemitah might have been not so bad as we thought. But only time will tell. A key point to notice in the bad state of the current macro environment is that the bedrock of the financial system is cracking right now, which is the US Treasury Market, which is the single most important financial system in the world. That is a benchmark for pricing all other financial assets like stocks, crypto, and much, much more. And it's supposed to be the most liquid, which means that whatever catastrophe or crisis that might happen, the US Treasuries market is supposed to be the market of last resorts, where everyone can put their assets risk free and can sell their assets with a guaranteed buyer. However, this market is literally collapsing right now as we speak, as liquidity is drying at the fastest rate ever and could very well go no bid over this month of October, which means that there won't be a buyer for US Treasuries anywhere at any price. And this would precipitate the biggest destruction of wealth potentially that the world might possibly see. And think of overnight Lehman Brothers collapse times 100. That's how serious we are talking. And instead of just banks collapsing, every country who owns US treasuries might be exposed. I mean, if you look at on the charts right here of the US government 2 year bonds, the yield is skyrocketing right now ever since 2020 because nobody wants to buy US bonds and nobody wants to buy the US government debt. And the only way to possibly topple this is for the Federal Reserve to go back to money printing and quantitative easing. But the thing is, it's a tight line for the Feds to go because they don't want the US dollar and the current financial system to lose credibility in the eyes of the people. So we strongly believe that this October will be a very rocky month where the consequences of all the money printing from the year 2020 will be felt all around the world. And people, especially in Europe, are already feeling the starting effects with the skyrocketing prices in food and energy. And finally, we can't forget that high-level smart money people have already sold their shares and are all in cash in the US dollar and are preparing for a big downturn in the markets. I mean, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock himself, has sold a significant amount of his stock shares back in August. as well as the Pope himself have instructed the Vatican Church, to transfer all of their assets to the bank with a deadline of the September 30th. I mean, hey, these guys have much more power than we can comprehend and have connections to powerful people that obviously know way, way more than me and you regarding the macroeconomic state. And this, once again, this is not financial advice, and this is only for education and entertainment purposes only. But we are following and investing the same way as these people do, and we are patiently waiting for Rocky October and for the economic downturn to begin. So, in conclusion, the key takeaways from this video are the following. With the DXY in a retracement, it is sufficiently holding the historical 0.76 fib level as support, and basically prepare for an impulsive pump to at least 128 to 144. The Yom Kippur holiday is about to end today, and bearish astrology at the end of October signifies that we will have a very, very volatile month of October, so be prepared for that one. And that the US Treasury yields look like they're about to collapse. And finally, that all the smart money people have sold a significant portion of all of their assets. That's all from me. Thank you so much for your time and view. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, or a dislike if you didn't. Please stay strong and safe in this rough macroeconomic period we're in right now. Have a wonderful day. Big Boss out.